Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's preview time. Arsenal vs Aston Villa, 8:15 p.m. kickoff Tuesday night here at the Emirates. I'm joined by Laurie. No, I'm joined by Christian and Laurie.
Hey,
I'm joined by Christian and Laurie. It's the heroes versus the villains. If revenge is on the cards, if Arsenal get a win, it'll be a great end to the story. Laurie's story.
Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah. I guess so. Kind of.
Did I miss something?
Laurie's story. Heroes versus villains. No. Let's hope we end up on top.
It gets better. The
preview does get better. It does as we go. Let's talk. Firstly, just quickly, let's just begin here. Villa again in the same month.
Yeah.
Weird?
A little bit. Yeah, usually you play every team once and then you obviously start again after 19 games, but we're actually playing Villa twice before we even play Bournemouth once. So I don't know why. There's a lot of Europe schedule congestion, whatever it is, but it is what it is, and we've got to get payback.
Yeah, there you go, and that's what we've got to talk about. Payback,
that's the one
revenge.
good thing about this game coming so quickly, because I must admit that defeat did hurt me a little, because I didn't think we deserved to lose that.
Did it end in a fashion of you thinking, I can't wait to get them back here at the Emirates?
It did.
It did, yeah.
Because then their fans started giving me jip online and stuff
so
like that.
True. That's
you know what I mean?
true.
So this game has come at the right time for me, definitely.
That is a good point, actually. I remember walking out of Villa Park and me and your brother, and they had all the fans, phones in our face. It's like, I can
imagine.
There was a barrage of people.
Is it me? Villa fans are quite mouthy, aren't
No, they are. They have got good banter, but they are quite mouthy.
You know what it is? I think it's what I call second city syndrome. Because London is the first city, Birmingham's the second city. They're the biggest club in Birmingham. And they see, they see that and they think, put it up the cockpit and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what though? You got to give credit where credit's due. You're saying they're mouthy, but they got a reason to be at the moment.
Oh yeah,
they're third in the league, 3 points, 3 points behind us, 3 points off top, obviously.
But the
I think
reason
they're on
why
an 11-game win streak as well.
I respect them.
Exactly. I respect. Don't get me wrong, Unai Emery didn't leave in the best manner. I don't think he was the right man for the job. I think it was right to replace him. But he's gone on and he's doing brilliantly with Aston Villa.
Yeah.
You know he's a very good coach, good man, manager. And he's got some very good players. Defensively, Emery was always, he could set up a unit.
Yeah.
It was just about, team selection at Arsenal at times.
Motivated playing Arsenal?
100%.
If there's any company
he will
that
never
sacks
admit
you,
to that, will he? Professionally, he will never.
Probably
but I think
not.
deep down, because he's quite a passionate guy. You see the way he celebrates on the touchline.
If you get sacked by anyone and then you go back and you got a chance to, it doesn't really happen in other industries. Well, maybe it does, but I can't really think of examples. But in football, it happens a lot. So of course you want to get your own back and say, look, you treated me like that. I'm going to show you what I can do. So of course,
it's an interesting one. There is a bit of need. As much, it's not a derby. But it feels like there's a rivalry listen, it may be, fans might watch this and think, nah, there's no rivalry there.
I reckon that second city syndrome is something to do with it.
I think the Emery factor's in there. I think we want to watch the players. I think even the Ollie Watkins things, it's not nothing major, but he was supposed to come to Arsenal. I think fans might be saying, I wish we had him now, the form he's kind of in, coming off the bench for Villa recently. But he was supposed to come to Arsenal, he's an Arsenal fan, didn't end up coming. There's always a bit of physicality. Emi Martinez as well. We must remember ex-Arsenal as well, and he's always the one that annoys fans of Arsenal, and even their fans singing, "You've seen the Villa, of home." I'm like, it gets all of that. Just anyway, revenge. I feel like revenge is on the cards.
One of my good school friends lives in Birmingham, and he's an Arsenal fan, but that rivalry is kind of building. But I embrace it, man. I like
100%.
it. I want it.
2-1.
I need that shit.
2-1 was the last result to Villa, of course, at their place. Fair result. Do you think that because I think Villa, if I'm honest, quite a well-rounded team. They are doing well. You mentioned they were the most on-form team at the time. I think they still are, if I'm honest. I think they still are. They've won. They continue to win games.
11 consecutive victories.
I think that they're on fire at the moment.
They're a very good team.
They keep winning though. The score I keep seeing as well, just to mention, is 2-1. I know the weekend that's just gone, match week just passed. A lot of 2-1s, but if you actually look through a lot of Villa's score lines, it is 2-1s. It's last-minute winners. It's a lot of that.
I've got a theory about that as well.
All right, well, tell us what's going on.
Do you want me to expand upon that?
Expand.
It is the most common scoreline in football in general.
No, I'm talking about Villa.
I thought it was 1-0.
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah.
No, so with Villa, and I think my research is correct on this, of all the teams in the Premier League, they are the team that take the most shots outside the box.
Laurie loves his
He
shots.
loves a shot master.
No, but I get
it.
so frustrated watching Arsenal play, because when it comes to possession stats, we are probably one of the teams with the highest amount of possession in the Premier League. But the thing that frustrates me about Arsenal is that we don't take enough shots. And when you consider that a lot of teams we play, they're quite happy to sit deep and low block us. So shooting would seem to be an obvious way to circumvent low blocks. We don't do that enough. I mean, we did on Saturday, funny enough, didn't we? With Martin Odegaard. Brilliant shot outside the box. Great goal. We don't do that enough. Whereas Villa, on the other hand, they scored more goals from outside the box than any other Premier League team. I think it's something like 11 times they've shot from outside the box and scored. Now, when you're in a tight game, even if you're not playing at your best and you've got players that can do that, it's no surprise that they're doing well.
Remind me, the 2 goals they scored at Villa Park though, one was definitely inside, was that last scrap when they were it was bobbling around?
Yeah, one was, they crossed it to the back post, Eze left Matty Cash and he put it through David Raya's legs.
Because the only reason why I bring that up is because I think our defensive midfield, Submendy and Rice, I don't think they allow you to have the time to really pick shots from outside the box. I think it's a rarity where you'll see Arsenal get beat from outside the box, especially with David Raya in goal as well. But that is a good stat to mention. Arsenal won, I think, 9 out of their last 10 home games. Obviously, they're unbeaten currently at home as well. They've won 6 in the last 6 games here. What is it going to take for Arsenal to win this game? How do you see it going? What do we need? I know we were on watch-alongs recently. Frustrated. I definitely am. That we might score and then we sit back. We can't kill teams off. What is needed in this game against Villa? Because Villa are, like I said, a well-rounded team. They've got a good manager, good balance in their side. How do Arsenal win this game for both of you? This is questions. Christian, go on.
Take our chances. That, for me, has been the story of the past month and a half. Not taking our chances, not killing off games. Go back to that Sunderland game, second half, 2-1 up. Chances to win it. You know, I say win it, already winning, but chances to go 3-1 up, kill the game, 4-1 up. We don't, we pay the price, they score a last minute goal. Wolves at home, we see the same thing. You know, 1-0 up, chances to go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, kill the game. We don't, they get a last minute goal. Luckily, they score an own goal and we end up winning that game. But on another day, it's a draw. You said earlier on the way here, we didn't deserve to win that game. And arguably we didn't. So we got away with that one. Against Palace in the Cup, you know, if that was a Premier League game, we draw that. You know, Gahey scores.
Did you say we didn't deserve to win against Wolves?
We didn't. For me, they deserved the draw at that game.
Arguably, I see what you're saying on that performance.
Brother, forget it. Did you watch the game?
Of course I watched the game.
Football's not played on stats. Cess was right on that one.
They deserved the draw. Listen, we won it. I'm happy, but
we won.
Though that game,
I beg to differ. But anyway,
it's the same with the Villa game. I don't think we deserved to lose that game. We lost it.
Didn't.
I think a draw was a fair result. Same with Wolves. They deserved to get a point out of that game. But anyway, sorry, Carol.
No, it's all right. Yeah, Crystal Palace. You know, 1-0 up. How many chances in that first half?
That's true.
How many chances in that second half? Don't get me wrong, Palace defended well at times, but should have killed the game. 1-0 up. Gahey scores in the 94th minute. It's 1-1. Like I said, if that was Premier League, that's a draw.
That's a draw, yeah.
You know, luckily we got out of there with penalties. And then exactly the same story against Brighton. So many chances in that first half. We were on the watch along, all 3 of us. Yeah. 1-0 up, but we're going, 1-0, but at 1-0 it's still dangerous. It should have been 2 or 3 at least. You know, Gyökeres, Saka missed chances, Trossard, so many missed chances, and it's just like, just kill the game. And this Villa game, I'm confident going into it. I think we'll dominate the game. I think we'll create enough chances to win the game, but it's about if we take those chances. If we take those chances, we win this game.
Laurie, what do we need to win this game?
Christian makes some excellent points.
He does, to be fair.
We have been creating a lot of chances. We've not been taking them as prolifically as we should do. The one thing I'm encouraged about, though, is that when our strikers have not been able to score, we do have a player that's been able to put the ball in the net.
Owen
Goal.
Owen Goal
has done real wonders for us. Super sub Owen Goal.
I need to get his name on the back of my top in the armory, actually.
No, but in all seriousness, though, listen, we're really strong at home. I've got no worries about us defensively. Yeah, we are.
We beat better teams than Aston Villa at home this season.
We've not lost at home all season.
Agreed, but we haven't been playing good at home.
No, but that's different. That's different.
Bayern Munich came to the Emirates. They were unbeaten in every competition across the entire season. We beat them comprehensively 3-1. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Aston Villa are in very good form. They got some good players. But I also don't see them as a team that's going to come and sit back. You know, a lot of teams come and sit back and they frustrate us and limit chances and whatever. They're going to go for it. And I feel like with the crowd behind us, they will.
Because I've seen recent games with Villa where they've been quite happy to let the team have the ball and they sit back.
Well, if they do that, then it might be a frustrating day, but I'm not sure they will.
If they get to half-time, this is a common theme. If they get to half-time, it's 0-0. I think there could be potential problems because then Emery will do the whole, now we might, if they are sitting back, that second half, they will go for it. And if they go for it, depending on who's available in defence, we don't know yet. Time recording, they're being very coy. Arteta's being very coy with who's available. If they go for it half-time, it's 0-0, I do worry. But
one thing I would say though, we kind of referenced it earlier. The manager, Emery, Unai Emery, is very tactically astute manager. So you may see 2 or 3 different game plans in the same game. He's capable of that type of...
Very tactically astute. And I don't know if you watched the Chelsea game, but first half they got absolutely battered. They were 1-0 down and it could have been 3 or 4. Yeah, he made a couple of tweaks at half time and it was a different game in the second half. You know, they came out, they were on top, they were dominating Chelsea. They scored their 2 goals, obviously, by Ollie Watkins coming off the bench. And that shows how smart he is as a manager. A couple of tweaks, you can see what's going wrong. And all of a sudden, it's a different game in the second half. So, if it is like that in the first half and we're on top, we have to take our chances.
Okay, 2 more things to round up then. Firstly, I've got to talk about Ollie Watkins as well. Like, a guy that...
You love talking about
Ollie
Watkins,
but I have to just quickly mention because he was linked to Arsenal.
Because you look like him, right?
A little bit, body double and that. But we used to... Obviously, was linked to him and I think...
You want to be talking about Morgan Rogers.
Another player.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's both of them. Ollie Watkins just came on against Chelsea. He's been coming off the bench and has been scoring late goals. He's probably going to start if I'm being honest here, because he's earned his right to. Morgan Rogers again, another good player as well.
He does seem extra motivated when he plays Arsenal.
100%. I remember speaking to him after, and he's a big Arsenal fan, but he seems to always like to score against Arsenal. Would have been good. Would have been good to have him here at the Emirates, and of course Morgan Rogers, Young Player of the Year last season for PFA, Young Player of the Year, a player to be fearful of. But listen, I think we can get over that line. I think we can get over Morgan Rogers. I'll say that with confidence that hopefully the back line that we have in place for this game against Villa that he'll be able to deal with Morgan Rogers. Quickly, the mood right now from you guys as Arsenal fans, because I just get a quick mood check, and people in the chat and people watching, please let me know in the comments. We're top of the league, top of Champions League. Yeah. Like Robbie said as well, in the best position we can be, in the semi-finals of the League Cup. But it still feels like we've had a lot of conversation around, not negatives, but things we've seen that we're like, oh, it's not glowing reports of Arsenal right now. So are you happy with Arsenal? Is there a bit of worry? Is there PTSD sneaking in? Are you confident?
I'm confident. I've said this before. Until we let that lead slip, I remain as confident as I have been in a few weeks back. I've got no real reason. Okay, you can argue that goal scoring wise, we're not as fluent or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there is some issues.
Be debated. We're not, but we're still winning games.
Yeah,
and that counts for a lot. You know
so you're happy. You're good.
I'm not wavering. I'm still confident.
You?
I'm confident. I'm still happy. If you gave me this position at the start of the season, obviously you'd bite your hand off for it. But I will say this: we're now winning games by finer margins than I think we should be. And I summarised this after the watch along the other day. I said where I'm at. In May, if we look back and say, and we've won the league, you can say, well, that was a sign of champions. At times, they weren't playing well. They were getting over the line, even though they were missing chances. A couple of own goals here. They were finding a way to win at times in games. Although there have been games where we've been brilliant. In May, if we don't win the league, I will look back and I'll say the signs were there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm with you.
So there are signs that I'm like, take your chances, right? Dominate teams, kill games off. Because there are signs that are like, if we do slip up, like we slipped up against Sunderland. We shouldn't have drawn that game. We could have slipped up against Wolves if we didn't get an own goal in the last minute. All of a sudden, that's another 4 points dropped or 3 points dropped, and City are above us. So don't let it slip even more. Take that as, a rocky November, a rocky December, but we still got through it with, a lot of points. We're still top of the league. And then go and kick on, because I firmly believe we're the best team in this league.
Yeah. I hear that. What I would say to that is, and it's a very good point you make, I would be more concerned if we weren't making chances. That's when I'd be more concerned.
Yeah.
If we were struggling to create chances. The fact that we're not putting those chances away is a slight concern, but it's one I think we can overcome.
It's also
when the day comes that City or anybody else was to surpass us, that's when I start to worry. As of right now, I'm still confident.
It is, sorry, last point. It is also a bit of PTSD last season, last season. We dropped 21 points from winning positions last season. And that all came down to not killing off games. And everyone said in the summer, go and sign a striker, sign a number 9, and all of our problems are solved, the missing piece to the puzzle. We've done that.
It's not the case.
It's not the missing piece to the puzzle. Hopefully it can be. Hopefully Victor Gyökeres can kick on and start scoring goals and start hopefully killing off those games. But right now, just got to take your chances.
All right then, lads. Time for score predictions. Let me just actually quickly start, because a lot of the time I've been predicting like draws, and because what I've been seeing at Arsenal at home, I've been, I'll be honest, a little bit concerned. So I've been a bit defeatist, but I've been predicting draws. But funny enough, for this game, I feel like it's a big game. It is a big game. We'll be doing it at the Hippodrome Casino. We'll be doing a massive watch party there. So let me know if you want to be there. We're doing that on Tuesday night. Obviously, the people here doing at the game and also doing fan cams after. It's a big game. There's revenge, which means Arsenal probably will step up to it. Like when we played Man City, there was a bit of needle to it, and we absolutely smoked them. I was going to go quite confidently, like a 3-1, 3-0. But I'm going to change that because this 2-1 scoreline just seems to be popping up quite regularly in both our fixtures. So I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I think we do win this game. As much as I have got my concerns, I think we win this game. Christian.
I'll go 3-1.
Oh.
I think we'll create enough chances to win this game. And whether we do or not will come down to whether we take those chances. But like I said, we beat Bayern Munich 3-1. And Bayern Munich were unbeaten in every competition until they came here. So this is a tough place to come. It's been a fortress this season. We haven't lost the game here.
Yeah.
The only game we drew was against Man City, and they just sat back for 70 minutes of that game. So I'm confident, man. 3-1.
Yeah, you know what? If Gabriel and Saliba start, I think, and Timber's around as well, I think I'm going to go 2-0. But I definitely think Arsenal win.
2-0.
2-0, yeah.
Not conceding. Not conceding. Obviously, yeah, Kamara's out and so is Matty Cash because they got yellow cards and suspension. Amadou Onana will probably be playing in that game though. But yeah, okay, that's our score
This
predictions.
could be a pivotal game. And it's
That's
just
a game.
before
Huge game.
3-1 is a 2-goal deficit. 2-0 is a
2-0.
2-goal deficit as well. Me, I've gone 2-1. Let us know in the comments, what do you think is going to happen in this game against Aston Villa? The reverse fixture. We played them early on this month, and now they're here at the Emirates. We need a win. Like you said, if they win, they go joint points with us. We need a win. We need to keep this winning momentum going. Green ticks in the last 5 for both teams. Someone's green tick has got to go. Let's hope it's not Arsenal's. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video on your way out. Come on, you Gunners.